Hey people, welcome back to the video. Been a while. It's been a really while. I think it's been over a month that I didn't make a video, and it feels a bit weird from my end to record and put a new video. I don't know if it changes from your side because there's so much out there. It doesn't feel like if some creator or somebody who makes videos not putting stuff out for a bit. I think from your perspective it's still chill, but from my perspective this is one of the major things I like to do, and it feels weird not to do it for a while. So if you remember, I had made a video about my laptop which was lagging for a while, and then I was not able to work on it, and I made a video about it, but then it started to work again, so I could edit that video which was about my laptop not working and which you could see afterwards. And after that I guess we made a couple of videos as well, but then it really stopped working for real. Like it really stopped working for real because it couldn't start again. I think there's a major problem with the graphic chip on the motherboard, so it's a severe thing, and because of the lockdown I couldn't even get it fixed or couldn't even order some parts, but according to me I think it has seen a lot in those 5-6 years of time, so I think it's good to give that laptop a rest. But then the next question arises is how to get a new laptop, because of the whole lockdown situation we couldn't like order anything online, and it was quite tough. Though you can see the new laptop on my right side here and behind. The story of me getting that one was a bit challenging, but we finally managed to get one. As for the people who are like me, like the creators or designers or musicians, or people who always rely on digital gadgets or a laptop for their work, I think the laptop becomes their workplace. So when you do not have access to the system, you kind of lose your workplace. You cannot work anymore, and that really disconnects you from the whole game. So for creatives like me, for designers like me, or for musicians, I think laptop plays a very important role. So as a result, you also need a better machine which can fulfill all the requirements you have, and this is kind of an investment you make for like 5 years at least, so that you get a best machine which could run stronger for years to come. And that's why I wanted the best machine out there which I could get my hands on. And finally, after a lot of things, a lot of calls and a lot of management, we finally got this machine here, which is on the right again. It's a Macbook Pro 16-inch i9 processor, which is octa-core. It's a really powerful machine. This is the most powerful Mac you could buy, like a MacBook Pro you could buy in India right now, because India doesn't have the customized Mac versions, which I really wanted when I was in Italy, because there you could get one, like modify everything you want in it. And that time I was looking for a 13-inch MacBook with full specs on it, so that was my choice because I did not want a bigger laptop. But now we are in a situation and we have to make it work. Not complaining this machine is bad, this is a very wonderful machine, just that I didn't want a bigger machine, though it's very small than comparing it to my previous machine which was really bulky. So I'm very happy about that. But the period which I got, the month which was there without a machine, was very interesting, because as the lockdown happened I was very pumped up to make a lot of videos. I was like, yes, I'm gonna make videos every week, like 2 or 3, I'll try my best. And I was like, the energy level was quite high because I could still work given the context of lockdown, and I was like, let's go and make a lot of videos. And that time one thing which I did not have was a clear vision. Like I knew what topic I wanted to talk about, what kind of videos, what kind of episodes I will make, so that was in my head, but I kind of lacked that vision, and that is very important. As I explained it to you in one of the videos which I made like a couple of videos back, the 3 phases of any project, which was like, first phase was root, then stem, and then branching. I think when you are in a root phase, it's okay to not have a clear vision and just try out the thing and just keep doing it or start to do it. So when you're not doing anything and you want to start, maybe you want to start a video project, or you want to come on YouTube, or you want to start your podcast or something like that, in that situation it's good to go and experiment and work hard on the action and doing part. But when you do it for quite a while and you want to go in a stem phase, it's, I think, a good idea to have like a slight clarity about the vision and where we are going, so it gets easier to build things on top of one another. And I kind of lacked that vision, but I was in full action mode, so that's also not bad. But I was there, and then this whole laptop situation happened. So during that whole month, I kind of started to think about the vision, started to think about the journey or the path or the direction I want to have, or the kind of projects I would like to do, the kind of things I would put out there which will be valuable or important or useful for people, other than just putting stuff out there just because we can. And that's not the kind of thing I want to have now that we are completing like 3 years on YouTube on 31st of May. That will be my 3 years on YouTube. So I didn't want to go out there without a vision, and this whole month gave me a brewing time. Ideas were generating, getting matured. I was rethinking, thinking, doing a lot of mental process, design thinking process about the stuff, and finally then the machine came. So now I'm not saying I'm gonna be super good in setting up the vision, but at least I know what kind of thing I would like to get to, or what kind of direction I would like to follow. So that's a good thing. And this whole idea of brewing things in your head is also very important. I think you can also agree with me. Because of the lockdown, we had a lot of plans and we couldn't do them. But this brewing phase or this thinking phase gave us kind of a better understanding about what we were looking for or what we were seeking. So I think a lot of people have kind of got a better clarity on things, and that's very helpful. So that happened to me, and here we are, ready to restart, ready to reboot the things. And if you are also in similar situation, brew the thing, get back on track, and let's start doing things which we really wanted to do for a while. So really excited about that. Apart from that, the second thing I wanted to tell you is that because I worked in the innovation sector, I worked with brands and companies working on innovation projects and doing a lot of things in that sector. I thought that whatever knowledge I have, whatever little knowledge I have, I would like to give it to people, give it out there so people can potentially benefit through it. Just to give you a slightly better view on this concept which I'm working on, is basically there are a lot of people who get ideas all the time, ideas about creating a business or some creative projects. They keep getting ideas. Like even you must be feeling that when you're just doing a random thing and you're just like, man, if I was to do that, if I made that company, if that was my startup, or if I just take this idea and make a startup, I think I could be successful, or I think it could work, or I think it makes sense. So even I find myself a lot of times in this situation. And one thing I realize is that there is a struggle or there is a challenge between you getting the idea and then doing something about it. So there are no clear next steps. Many people don't know what to do after that. Many people don't know how to like polish that idea, make it a concept, or test it with people, or get more clarity on it, or understand how to take it ahead or take it one step above. And to match that bridge from the ideation to doing something about it, I'm working on a concept. It will be under the Futuring Now segment, which is on our channel as well. It will be basically about taking the ideas and doing something about it. So I'm working on that. Actually on my right here, this whole window I use as an ideation hub, where I'm just putting post-its and writing and sketching ideas with markers. So that's coming. These are the two main things I wanted to discuss with you. That being said, you will also come to know more about these things in the newsletter, because I tend to type this thing before making the video. So there will be newsletters dropping on the topics. So you just go down in the description. There is a link to subscribe to the newsletter where you will get more information about things I do. There will be recommendations to read or something on the topics of creativity, design and innovation. And there will be also sometimes sneak peek or collaboration possibilities to get your views on the channel, or to bring you in a design thinking process for some of the projects. So make sure, if you want to get on that train, just go down and subscribe, and then you will get those newsletters. Apart from that, I'm sweating a lot right now because when you shoot, you have to have a light which also makes it a little bit hot. Though it's LED, it doesn't get super hot like the lights we used to have, but you have to turn off the fan because it catches the wind and the noise. So due to that, you get super duper sweaty, as the temperature is super high, humidity is super high. Unlike Italy, where the humidity is low but the temperature still gets super hot in summer. It gets like 40 degrees in Milan during summer, which usually is very hard to imagine for a lot of people, because I think from the culture I come from, people tend to think the Western countries are always cool, but it's not the case. The summers are super hot as well. Some random travel, not a fact, but travel fun thing for you. Don't know what to call it. Anyway, that being said, guys, take care, stay safe, and reboot yourself, reboot your systems. If you have some ideas and you brewed it because of the lockdown, take them in your hand and make them real. If those ideas about business, I will have something to help you with soon. It will take a bit because I'm working on a couple of other projects as well, not for the YouTube channel, for some clients and stuff, because now we are in this very weird situation and we have to create opportunities for ourselves, and that's what I'm basically trying to do, and that's why I'm also busy with some other things for potential projects to get some work done. Sitting in Napoli and talking to people in US, Europe, also for the videos, talking to people in Japan. So things are expanding just from this desk, and because of the lockdown, a lot of things are accelerating. So that's a very beautiful thing to see, globalization in its real sense, because what I would have been doing in Milan is exactly the same thing I'm doing in Napoli right now. So that's one thing what lockdown has given me for now. That being said, I mentioned this in my podcast that goodbyes are quite long on this channel, so I tend to keep talking. So if you're new, get used to it. If you're not new, you know it already. I think that's all, and I wish you a safe and happy time, and don't forget to have fun, especially in lockdown, because that motivates us to do more things, which pumps us even more to keep going in life, because you do things and then you take your life ahead, and then you again do things, and then you think once you get that